Assalamu alaikum. I'm Salma Kazi Wahab, and we're here at the Saxony Westwood Mall in Durban for a very special reason. This is Women's Month, the month of August, and the 9th of August declared Women's Day here in South Africa for a very special reason. The women deserve the appreciation and the recognition, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to speak to the locals and the women, find out what they want more of, what they want less of, what do they need, what are their hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and how far are we from achieving those goals. We're chatting to the locals, the women, the wives, the mothers, the businesswomen as to what do women want in 2025. Let's find out more. We're chatting to the locals here at Saxony Westwood Mall. We've got Bina with us from Cater Manor. Welcome to Hilaal TV. Tell us, why do you think women deserve a month or a day or the recognition that it's getting? Why do you think it's important?
It's all that we do. We serve all the purpose to our husbands and to the community and everybody else.
We have with us Masiha, one of the restaurant managers here at Saxony Westwood Mall. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Hilaal TV.
Wa alaikum salam.
So wonderful to speak with you. We're honoring the women today and we're speaking to them about each one's unique lives and life's choices. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm a qualified interior designer. I do that on the side, as well as I'm a manager at Ocean Basket here at Westwood.
That's lovely. Two very different career choices. But tell us, what makes you love interior design?
Well, interior design, you have the freedom of creativity. So yeah, that's my passion.
Alhamdulillah. And do you think the women of today are being able to explore their passions and they have that freedom to be able to succeed and grow in their fields?
Yeah, of course. Women today are really liberated. They have freedom of choice. They do as they please. I think they have as much rights as any man nowadays.
Absolutely. Who are some women that you look up to? Can you think of anyone, women that you find iconic, role models, people that you follow maybe? Who do you think women can look up to today? Or who do you look up to?
Actually, don't have a role model. I focus on myself, my goals, my career. So yeah, I think you can put your mind to anything you want to and you can be successful.
I love that. You're just focusing on your own goals and where you need to be and you're not looking anywhere else.
Yes, sure. That's exactly what I'm doing.
What would your advice be to younger women out there, maybe that are pursuing their studies or pursuing their careers and a way forward, and where should they see themselves in the next decade maybe?
Okay, so when it comes to finding careers or studying, I guess, we all don't get where we want to be immediately, but that shouldn't deter you. You can get a job part-time, you can get a job full-time, you can still study, and you can still focus on where you want to be. So, yeah, I think it comes from personal strength and determination. Yeah.
Lovely. If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, how would you do that? What 3 words would you describe yourself?
Focused, strong, and independent.
Oh, beautiful. Well done, Masiha. Focused, strong, and independent. We're welcoming Iris to the program today. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
What a pleasure to speak to you. As South Africans brace themselves for another Women's Day and you're seeing all the women's dedications and posts all over social media, how does it make you feel? Do you think that's a little bit too much, too little?
No, it's actually a good thing because it's nice to be appreciated. It's nice to be seen, to be felt, to feel like you know what you needed. You are appreciated. You are welcome in this world as well. Because a lot of times women have been put down. Women have been kept behind the scenes, and I feel now that it's a good thing. Yes, one day is not enough.
Certainly isn't. If you had to look within your own communities, what do you think women need more of? What more can we do for the women of South Africa?
Okay, I think that women need more compassion, and we also need to be treated with more respect and integrity, because a lot of times women are taken for granted. It's not a nice thing to be taken for granted, because we are an integral part of this community, because without a woman there is no world. So I think that it's very important that we are also appreciated in this world.
Absolutely. If somebody had to spend a day in your shoes, what would they be surprised to see or feel, or what would they have to do?
Oh wow, that's
Would you have to wake up too early? How many meals do you prepare in a day? What are some of the things that maybe people don't see that you do behind the scenes?
I think the most important thing is the beginning of the day for me is with prayer. And if you don't start off your day with prayer, for me, I can't get through my day. That's my foundation for my day. It's a foundation for my life. And it's very important for me to have God with me, because that is what carries me through the day and through my life.
Absolutely. You can see the peace all over your face. If you had to give a message, something similar to that, to the younger women of today, for them to stay a little stronger and persevere easier along the path that lies ahead of them, what would your advice be to the younger women of South Africa?
I would say respect yourself first. Always have respect for yourself, because how you feel about yourself is also how people would feel about you, because what they see in you and how they see you behave is what they perceive you to be, and that is how they react towards you as well. So respect yourself. And yes, foundation for life is God in my life. So I do feel that, you know what, you have to have that foundation. Pray, ask God to help you, and I feel with everything in life, God will take you through. Whatever it is in our lives, God will take us through. So that is very important. And have integrity in every choice that you make. Have integrity. Do not think that you are any less than anybody else, because you are wonderfully and beautifully made.
Wow, where's the round of applause when you need it? Well done. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Iris,
so
for speaking
much.
to us. Joining us right now, all the way from Zimbabwe, is Shalom. Shalom, welcome to Saxony Westwood and also to Hilaal TV. Good to speak to you. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Tell us, so in South Africa, August is Women's Month. The 9th of August, Women's Day. How important do you think it is to recognize women today?
I think it is important. We are living in a society where women are literally being looked down upon, with the whole mentality of saying men have more power compared to women, which is true, but then they are not recognizing the power that women also have. So having days like that actually gives a platform where women get to be celebrated and they get to show what they are capable of.
What do you think that women need to be celebrated for? Like, what do you think are women's highest achievements or some of the things that women do that perhaps better than anybody else?
We can take in a setup of a marriage, right? As much as you can say men are good at things that has to do with cooking and cleaning and stuff, but then what the person who brings order in a family as a woman, that's the person who's responsible for that. Men is responsible for providing, but then to take care of what the man is providing, it's a woman who's responsible for that.
Absolutely. And your personal role, be it at home or in your family, what are you most proud of?
Okay, let me think about that. Okay, for now, I can say I'm proud that my parents got to raise me in a way that I'm able to take care of myself. I'm able to provide for myself. I'm able to pay for my rent house, my food and stuff and all that stuff.
Fantastic. What is it that you do or your passion that you have?
The passion that I have is modeling. So I am trying to find a way in that role.
In that field, definitely. If you had a message for the women and our female viewers today, what would be the message for the future of women? What should they be looking towards in the next 10 years or so?
I think we're looking towards a society where women get to lead in areas as corporate areas. Women have the power to actually lead. It's not the responsibility for men, but then also women are capable of doing that. That's what I can say.
Fantastic. Have a lovely month further. Thank you so much for speaking to us and all the best to you for the rest of the month. Thank you so much. We managed to catch Wendy this morning. Wendy, how are you?
I'm getting yourself.
Very well, thank you. Tell me, what does it feel like to be a woman in 2025?
It's pretty much diverse compared to before. We have a lot of opportunities now, a lot of freedom. So I can basically say it feels very much free, freedom of speech. Like we can basically do just about whatever we want to. Yeah, it's being free, especially in my age. That's
So how are you embracing this freedom and the opportunities being endless?
Right now, it's definitely juggling work and studying and, taking care of my mom at home. I'm happy to do that. I have the freedom to do it. So, yeah, it's just one of those things and still being able to have time for myself and my friends. So, yeah, that's about it for me. Yeah.
What's the future looking like for Wendy?
The future for Wendy looks kind of bright. Like I mentioned, currently working and also studying and hopefully finishing my studies in time and then going into the profession that I want to do. Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you think some of the hardest things about being a woman today?
There's a lot. There's a lot. One of them is definitely the part of taking care of yourself and taking care of others. I think that's the one thing that most of us women struggle with, even young women and older women. You have to have time for yourself, take care of yourself, and you still need to make time for your family. And some of us get to a point where we can juggle all of it, but then some of us from time to time we do struggle, but then we don't really talk much about it. We suffer from the inside because we know that we have to be strong. And that's one of the biggest challenges of being a woman. I think I speak for almost all women when I say that. Yeah.
So the suffering from the inside that doesn't get addressed enough.
Yeah, definitely. Because they always tell us we have to be strong. This is what a woman should do. Yeah.
Well, strength to you and power to you. What would your advice be to other young women out there to find that strength from within?
Definitely find someone to talk to. It's very important to talk about your feelings. It's very important to let people know when you're not okay, because a lot of us don't speak up when we're not okay. So it's very important to find someone, whether it's your pastor or your mother, your best friend, anyone, even if it's just a therapist, someone you can talk to about your feelings, what you're going through. It really helps to speak out and find a way to heal from that, and maybe making new habits that are healthier and better. Yeah, that would be it. Take care of yourself first.
Beautiful, wise words from you, Wendy. All the best to you, and we look forward to seeing your growth in the next few years. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're joined by Claire here at Saxony Westwood Mall. We're chatting to so many different women from all types of backgrounds, and we're learning so much about our society and our surrounding community. Claire, welcome to Hilaal TV. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for speaking to us today. In the midst of all your shopping, we managed to catch you for just a few minutes. But it's so important that we get the different perspectives and we understand the vision for women in 2025. Where do you see women having reached? What do you admire most about how far we've come?
I think 2025 has definitely been a year where women have taken a bit more of a platform and voiced themselves a bit more. I think that we're definitely in a society now where we play a better role and a higher role in society. You're seeing more women standing up for themselves and moving forward, whether it's in personal stuff, in business, and life in general, and in corporate too. I think it's been awesome to see some women standing up and also just fighting for their rights and where they are in society and where they should be in society compared to where the past.
So in Claire's eyes, if you were to look at where would you want to see, where would you envision seeing women of South Africa? What do you hope to still see happening more of in South Africa for the women in particular?
I think more leaders, and I don't think it's not because we don't have leaders. I think we've got the leaders. I think it's just allowing them to be put in the positions where we can lead more and have more of a voice, and also just to be able to not push men aside, because I don't think it's about that. I think it's just about running aside along together so that society and in general life people can see from both perspectives, because women not only really we play a role in having a voice, but I think we also see things slightly different. So when you have both sides of the coin and men and women working together to see visions come alive and leaders working together, I think it's important to have that, because it definitely makes a huge difference in life in general.
Absolutely. As we're coming into these final few months of the year, that final quarter of the year, if you were to ask you, what does Claire want before this year ends, what would you want?
Just consistency, and I think just a little bit more of this year's been tough, just I think on a personal perspective, but also just we've seen a lot happening in the world. So I think if we could have a little bit more, not just peace, world peace, not that, definitely world peace, but I just think in just more of in people's lives in general, just seeing a bit more peace, not so rushed, not so stressed, not so rushing from things to things and doing so much, but also just feeling the feels and just being able to, instead of having that end of the year rush, we can have more of an end of the year wind down and like just going down into more of a relaxed mode as we hit the holidays in December, and just to be able to enjoy ourselves more rather than like stressed out and then get sick. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Your words of wisdom, if I were to say finally, to any aspiring business owners or young girls that are matriculating this year, that are heading out into the big world, what would your advice be to them?
I would say just take it one step at a time. That saying where they say you can't swallow a whole elephant, but you just got to do it one bite at a time. I think that's definitely it. Be patient too, because I think what you have to contribute to society, to the business world is important, but sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. So just be patient, and not only find somebody and find a mentor who you can draw alongside with, so you can learn, because there are so many women and men and people in this world where you can get huge inspiration and mentorship from. So don't be scared to listen to your elderly people and more wise people, because they have a lot to offer, as well as a combination of your youth and their wisdom will, you can go many places, and the future is bright for you if you do that.
Certainly bright. All the best to you, Claire, for the rest of the year, and may you have a wonderful, restful December as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
I mean, with the well-known Saxony ambassador, if you want to call her that, Sumeha Variawa. Assalamu alaikum and welcome.
Walaikum salam. Thank you for having me.
Is that a good enough title to give
Yeah,
you?
I would think so. Yeah, pretty much.
Associated very much with the brand Saxony Westwood. It's been such a fun morning. We've been speaking to so many different types of women, hearing their thoughts on Women's Day and Women's Month and the importance thereof. What do you think? You're treating women all the time, making sure they look the part, dress the part, carry themselves a certain way. What do you feel? How far have women come today?
I think women have come leaps and bounds. When I look around, even if I have to look at my own experience, because I'm a teacher as well. So from teacher to businesswoman to working with Saxony, I find it so incredible how far women have come. I mean, look at yourself, right? As well, I feel like in the past, women were not given enough credit, but now I think we have come to the point where we're not looking for credit. It's because success, is within us. And now, like, if you look at all of the different things we are doing, whether it's little things, like, just things at home to things in business, I think we've come a very long way. And I don't think now we have to fight for this feminist whole, to prove ourselves. I think we're just there. Alhamdulillah. I don't even I've never been part of this whole feminist movement thing. I just feel that Allah has created us differently and separately for different things. And I feel we should embrace it. And now when I look around me, I'm surrounded by powerful women as mothers, powerful women in business, powerful women in markets, powerful women in the home, so right across.
It is. That's so true as well. We speak with so many women who said their struggles to start a business or their struggles in a man-made world, they say, in different fields. But some have also expressed that now the playing fields are open. It's a level playing field now, anyone's game. Women have so many opportunities. What are some of the things you think women take for granted on a daily basis that we need to be more appreciative or grateful for?
I think women are mothers. You give birth to another human being. And I feel that maybe, in the fight of trying to level up in a man's world, we've forgotten. You're a mother. You birthed a child. That is a gift from Allah. And it's also, for me personally, I'm not a mom, right? I'm a furball mom. That's like technically a mom. But when I look at moms who are working and who are raising families and who, are just doing their best, I feel that's what women take for granted, is that they are mothers. And, I think that's for me personally, that's the most special thing. Because if I look at my niece who's a mom, or my sister's a mom, or my mom's a mom, I just feel that we need to come back to that. I think that's why maybe Allah has said that, the special place of a mom, rather not taking anything away from business, as you can see, but just on the whole, I feel like that's what women take for granted. We've been fighting so long to match a man, that I just think the most special thing and what we shouldn't be taking for granted is the fact that you're a mother. You're a mom. That's for me personally, when I see a mom with a child, that's her greatest achievement, especially when the child is good and kind and well-rounded. I feel that that's what women are taking for granted, strangely enough.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned that because, like you mentioned, our femininity is important. That's what we need to embrace as well. And we need to take ownership of that and be proud of our roles as moms, as wives, and everything. And what would your advice be now to the young girls that walk into your store? Maybe the Gen Zs are all coming in here if it's choosing a new bag or whatever's on trend. But would you ever feel you wish you could tell them or offer them a certain amount of advice? What would you say to them?
I actually do. I got a very big mouth. I like speak to my customers at the markets. I speak to the store holders. I speak to the girls around me. I feel that as a woman, or maybe just as a person, you should never give up. That is my simple advice. Don't give up. Don't let people shut down your dreams. I mean, I would have never thought in a million years, I'd be a business owner, I'd be tutoring kids, I'd be guiding people. I mean, you as well. I just feel that a lot of times people shut down your dreams because you're a woman. And, they kind of shove you to the side. So don't let that happen. Never give up. Keep, persevering. When I was a teacher, I used to always tell the kids, dream, believe, achieve. If your mind can dream it and if you can believe it, then you can definitely achieve it. And I think I still play around with that as well. And I always say, make zikr, guys. Just make zikr, because I think that's extremely important. That has taken me through, my traumas, through my good times. I think, two things. Don't give up and always make zikr.
I love that. It's a beautiful reminder as well that we recently had a get together with so many girls, and to see these counters on a lot of girls' hands is an important reminder that at the end of the day, that's the goals right there.
That's the goal. I mean, for me personally, I lost my dad to COVID and I lost my brother a few years before that. And I was really in a bad place, like struggling. And I just was like, okay, let me just reconnect. And how? And just the zikr counters. It is incredible how Allah opens doors. Not one, not two, like 50 million guys. Okay, exaggeration, but you'll get the drift. Really, zikr, I've never come across something so powerful in my whole life. Whether it's just astaghfirullah or whether it's Rabbi inni lima, whatever it may be. I think zikr, it changes your life, it changes your perspective, and it really does give you a peace of mind, calm.
Wonderful. Calm with so much of energy at the end of the day. But all the best to you, inshallah. All the success to you and the growth to you, inshallah. And continue growing and prospering and achieving, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And we're joined here with Sister Johara, the popular Valenci brand store. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Hilaal TV.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Such a pleasure to speak to you. And of course, what an important, significant store as well here at Saxony Westwood Mall. This Women's Day, Women's Month, the Muslim women are also making great strides in the world, in the community. And how important do you think the role that we play in community and in the world cross?
I think we do play an important role. We are so inspiring as women now. Women, as us as women, we are coming out more, studying more. We provide a lot to the table. We are growing in an ever-changing environment, and women are now taking more on leader roles. And I think that plays a very big part in society as a woman in general, compared to before when we were undermined not as much as we are now.
Absolutely. Who would you look up to, Johara? Who does Johara look up to as iconic women today, be it influencers or community leaders or any leaders in the world all over? Is there anybody that you particularly follow or aspire to be like?
I won't necessarily say she's a leader, but my boss who created Valenci. She is the biggest inspiration in my life. She grew from nothing to something. She made women feel empowered and happy to wear hijab, and everybody that walks in here, I see every day that they get so excited to wear hijab with our new kiddies range. The small kids come in and say, "Mommy, I want a Valenci scarf," and it's so inspiring to hear that I work with such a brand that is so inspiring to small kids as 5 years old. She is the biggest role model in my life, if I'm being honest.
Employee of the month goes to. Wonderful. Your words or messages of inspiration to other young Muslim women today?
I think as women, my biggest thing is never let anyone tell you what to do. Be who you want to be. If you don't want to work, don't work. If you want to work, work. We as women should have a say in what we want to do in our life, and I think everyone should carry that, especially as women. Be who you are. Don't be someone else, or don't be someone who someone wants you to be. Always focus on yourself and focus on your own dreams.
Wonderful. If you don't want to work, don't work. From Johar, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to us, and all the best to you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So, from the caregivers, the mothers, the nurturers, to the empowered businesswomen, whatever you may be doing in your life or whatever you may be pursuing, at the end of the day, your role is undisputed. The women in our society are phenomenal, and they have an amazing role to play in our community and also in the upliftment of their lives and those around them as well. So, on behalf of the team here at Hilaal TV and myself, Salma Kazi Wahab, we wish you a blessed and joyous Women's Month and Women's Day. Assalamu alaikum.